Yesterday in Munich at the Munich Security Conference, we had Ukraine's president who hit out at the West for essentially waiting too long to trigger these sanctions, saying triggering them after the fact will be too late. What are politicians in Ukraine saying?
Well, that's something I was just saying, actually, that speech by Volodymyr Zelensky has been extraordinarily well received in Ukraine, and it seems to have really united the country behind him. There are a lot of Ukrainians, especially among more educated middle-class people in Kiev, who have disapproved of him for quite a long time, who voted for his opponent in 2019, Petro Poroshenko. And after that speech, even those people, his political opponents, are saying that he really did good and that they feel proud of him with that speech. This is happening, of course, against the backdrop of a very, very serious escalation in fighting in the eastern Donbass region, which seems to be going on for a fourth day this Sunday. This is the worst fighting that we've seen in years, certainly the worst fighting since Volodymyr Zelensky became president. And the Russians keep accusing the Ukrainians of being behind it, and the Ukrainians, all of the political leaders and the leaders of the armed forces, are at pains to stress that that is not the case. They insist that they only return fire when they're fired upon and their servicemen are in danger, and that this escalation is coming from the Russian-backed forces. And indeed, many Ukrainians really prefer to describe them as Russian forces, seeing as they are funded and directed by Russia. The Foreign Minister, Dmytro Kuleba, has today called for an investigation into Russian claims that Ukrainian rockets landed actually on Russian territory across the border, because Ukraine absolutely denies firing any such rockets.